Hello, everybody. I have to weigh in on something here, and I believe it's very important. I see in our culture, on the internet, that our freedom is being taken away as Americans. A doctor had an opinion and expressed her opinion because she had done the work to have the opinion, and all the social media outlets are demonizing her. Now, my concern in this is, aren't we all allowed to our opinions? And aren't we allowed to express our opinions? And that's the whole reason to have social media. What is our world coming to? Is it coming to the fact that they want us to be panicked about this and not see any hope for a change with COVID? Is it going to come down to I can't post things about God because they want to limit, hey James, they want to limit my freedom of speech. So what's next? I'm not going to be able to post anything about God, or I'm not going to be able to post anything with spiritual, anything mentioning God in it? Because if one doctor who is an actual doctor is being demonized because of her opinion on hydroxychloroquine, however you say that. I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know. She was. But I'm seeing many things on it where they have taken down her video because of her opinion on what could help with COVID. Now, this is a scary point in time in America when our simple freedom of speech is monitored and censored by people that know no more than I do about being a doctor. Now, when you get on here and you are fact-checked, these people are not experts on anything to do with clinical science, anything like that. These are people that, or maybe it's a bot, who knows? My concern is if we're going to start with this lady and this doctor and monitor her video and keep her from giving her opinion on what would help COVID-19, then are we going to censor everything else too? Because we've seen it start with our schools. When I was a kid in school, the 10 Commandments were in school. We prayed before our lunches. Well, they took that away. Do we see where our country is because they've taken these standards away? Hate. Hate, hate, hate is all you see. The hate is spread to, if it doesn't fit the agenda of the political realm, then we'll just take it down and censor and block it. They have even gotten to the point where if they get too many dings on a Facebook page, they'll just delete the page. So, are you going to start monitoring me because of what I have an opinion on about God? Because that's where it's going. It's getting to the point to where we're not going to be able to have an opinion. We are going to be prisoners in our own home. They, to me, are spreading widespread panic on purpose, with one agenda in mind: one world government. You can say all you want, but all you have to do is go to Revelation and you can see where we're at in the point in time of America. It's all there. If you don't want to read your Bible, go on YouTube. Look up Revelation. Look at all the visions and all the things that they had in the Bible about the coming times that we're in right now. Brother against brother. Kids against their parents. It started a long time ago, and it's just progressively gotten worse and worse and worse. Now, if this lady, this doctor, has got an opinion about this drug helping people, and its opinion, shouldn't we have the right to choose if we like her opinion or not? Just like we would choose to pick a doctor for a second evaluation on our condition. I want to be able to have a choice as to what I agree with. I want to have a choice as to what doctor I go to. And if I were to agree with that doctor, I want to go by her opinion. Maybe I don't like the other doctor's opinions. But they monitored her and censored her and took down her video and then demonized her. Spreading things such as she believed in demons. And, well, if you believe in God, then you should believe in demons, correct? But they demonized her just like they do in China. Is it within our government to have it so that we don't have a right to do what we want with our own bodies? You know, with me, I don't agree with abortion. But I am not going to down someone or suggest that their video be taken down because they agree with it. That would not be democracy. That would not be proper of me. Well, it's not proper for our social media outlets to censor opinions of other doctors and make it so that all we see is an opinion of a doctor within the political realm. I don't see that they have many answers themselves. One day we get that masks help. The next day we get they don't. The next minute we should distance. The next minute we don't. We should open schools. They don't know what they're doing. So to me, I would rather hear another doctor's opinion, maybe that sticks to her guns. To me, what is the problem with America? Isn't that the reason we are in America, is for our freedom? We're not a third world country where it's been taken from us. It's not supposed to be. What's next? All we see is Biden? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're for Biden, but I don't see the man's got it all up here. I'm not going to say any of them do. I don't think any of them have our best interests at heart. I think it's all about the almighty dollar and the greed. I've seen many, many people talking about they've been in the hospital and didn't have COVID, but they marked down that they did. Widespread panic, to me, is what's going on. So that we stay in our homes scared to death to come out. And then their agendas are fulfilled the way they want it to be fulfilled, so that we, as Americans, don't stand up against it. The more people that sit by and act like nothing's going on, the more it's going to happen. Let's see how long this video stays up after I get done with it. Now, if my video is taken down, you can know for sure that we are being censored way beyond what it should be. Because I've stated my opinion. And my opinion is that America has become communistic through our politicians and the almighty buck. Let's give them a little bribery with this stimulus so they'll shut up. We don't want them to hear opinions of different doctors that aren't our opinions as politicians. Let's give them the only thing that we want them to hear. The reason that's scary for me is I enjoy my freedom of religion. I enjoy having a choice. That's the reason I live where I live and I stay here. If this starts with this and this doctor is censored the way she is, then it's going to go to no more things about God. You can't post this. You can't post that. We're going to knock your page down. There's many small businesses that have their faith-based business. That faith-based business could be in danger because if it doesn't agree with their policies and the politicians or whoever it is that's censoring all this, then that jeopardizes even a small business. Think about that. Think about when it starts here with this doctor being demonized for her opinion on the medication she was talking about. They take down her page because of her opinion. And it starts with that. It's going to get bigger, worse, and worse. It's going to get down to where we can't have our church services on here because it offends someone. You know, there's many things that offend me. But I'm not going to demonize someone for it. I'm not going to hate that person for their opinion. I'm not going to suggest that their page be taken down or their post be taken down because I don't agree with their opinion. But that's what Zuckerberg is doing, or Facebook is doing, Twitter is doing. Our social media pages are censoring us. I don't care if it's a bot or not. Get rid of the bots. I'm going to tell you right now, you can get on here and block the bots. I've done it. I have a post somewhere on my page that tells you how to block the bots. The bots have nothing to do. They're fact checking. They have no right to fact check. They fact checked this doctor and they aren't even doctors themselves that fact checked her. Don't that tell you where this is going? We're not in a communistic country here. We're not supposed to be. But it seems like we're getting closer and closer to it every day that passes. If we as Americans don't stand up now, somehow, I don't know how, somebody tell me how, besides just a video. If we don't stand up now, our freedom is going to be taken away. All you have to do is read the last book of the Bible to know what's going on right now. You can say, I don't believe you. I don't really care whether you believe me or not. I see what's going on. I see the truth. I've watched it for years get worse by the year. I was upset when my children went to school and they could no longer say their prayer before they ate their lunch because it offended someone. Or they couldn't take their Bibles anymore to school because it offended someone. That's where it started. And now it's on our social media pages, where we should have more freedom than we even have at home. I mean, haven't you seen some posts that really are like, good gosh, why did you even put that up? Nudity? You know, basically gratifying pedophilia? But we have no right to choose whether a doctor is right or not? We're not children. We're adults with social media pages that have a right to see the difference in the politicians' doctors and who we want as our doctor. America, stand up. I'm telling you, stand up now because it's going to get worse. It's going to get to where we are not going to have a choice in the doctors we choose for ourselves at home. This vaccine that they're trying to come up with, I don't trust it. Because I see that they want to fill their pockets. I don't see that they have the health of Americans' interest at heart at all. Do you trust putting something in your body that they've barely tested? I don't. Now I even wonder what they put in my children's vaccines. I'm just saying, Americans, stand up. Be careful. It's getting to where you cannot even voice your opinion anymore. Thanks for staying with me. Share this. We need to stand up.